ready to do this and go through this with us. Chance on this, I thought I'll share with you. It says that love is not lost if not reciprocated. It will definitely flow back and soften and purify your heart. I know it's actually hard to say that you're loving someone and you're not expecting them to love you back. But if it is genuine, if your heart feels that peace, showing them all the love you can, then be yourself. Be yourself and be that good person and show love. Of course, saying you love somebody is not always supposed to be, or is not sexual. It is that deep feeling inside of you that makes you revere somebody and wants to be good to them regardless, right? So even if it is not reciprocated and you feel strong about being good to that person, it will come to you in lots of other ways. Thank you once again. This morning, before then, PG, good morning. How are you today?
Fine.
Great.
Good morning to our...
You gave us a small scare.
Oh, I'm fine.
But we're happy you're fine today.
Yes, I'm fine.
And thank you for coming.
You're welcome. And let me say good morning to our listeners as well.
Great. Today you've been abandoned here all by yourself.
I know, right?
Reverend Kofi Boateng. Kofi is joining us via Zoom, and Ariel as well. Thank you for joining us. Kofi and Ariel,
thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, Adam. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Thank you. So this morning we're asking a very simple question. Is it that simple? I don't think so. I'm sure by the time we get into it, we'll realize that it's not that simple. So we're saying that you haven't loved until you have had to forgive a grave offense, and we are wondering how true is that. The argument came up very strongly that, I mean, you can actually be in love with somebody who loves you back when everything is fine. I love you, I care about you, you guys are happy together and all that. When everything is, of course, but that's ideal. That's what we all expect. That once we are all in a relationship, everything is flowing very nicely and peacefully. But will that love still stand the test of time? When it is offended, when it is tested, when it is shaken, when it is broken, and you feel like strangling the person and killing them. Are you still able to love? And the argument is that until you have gone through that and still stand to say that I love you regardless, you haven't loved. Remember when it came up, a colleague of mine said, why? I be Jesus. Yeah, but it's funny, but I mean, and then interestingly, we all know that love goes through some of these very tough times. Right. Sometimes they survive, sometimes they don't. So first I want to pick your thoughts on what you think about the statement, and then we will look at what will make somebody be able to forgive and go past those offenses, and we'll name some of those very huge ones and still say that I love you. What will the aftermath be like? Would they be putting it in your face every time there is something? will you still have your relationship back the way it was? And for those who are not able to go past it, what really could have been the problem? That's what I want us to look at this morning. So I hope the tone has been set and we are very clear, right? Ariel. Ariel.
Yes, madam.
Okay, great. You heard me, right?
I did.
Okay.
I heard everything.
Great. Reverend Kofi Boateng the same. And then, so PG, as you're here, let's start with you.
Okay. All right. Adam, so first and foremost, when we start relationships, when relationships start, whether it's at the dating stage or we've gone past it and we are married, and all
Yeah.
of that, usually there is a period of, superficial love. That love has not been tested, that love has not been jolted, that love has not been sent to the deep sea. So it is just floating at the shore and everything is perfect. It is when the love goes through some form of offense, when the love goes through some form of a challenge, that the real foundation of the love is exposed. So if the real foundation of the love, after it's gone through some challenge, is exposed, then we get to determine whether indeed it was actually a genuine love or it was just something superficial. And so those who really love genuinely, they find ways of going past the offense. So their love then comes to a point of saying that, or we come to a point of saying that their love is not conditional. You understand that? Their love is not conditional. It's unconditional.
Conditional, yeah.
Exactly, it's an unconditional love because it is not hinged on your rightness or the wrongness. You understand? So it's that for the lover, who also is also the head party. But then again, sometimes it's also a function of where the head party stand vis-a-vis the offense. Because, in my practice, I've had people say that, PG, cheating is not a thing that will make me lose my mind. So you see, two people cannot even define what a grave offense might probably be. So it becomes very individual and very private. Somebody says, I grew up in a polygamous home. My dad was like chronic. He was like all over the place.
Very subjective.
And I just grew up making my peace with that. But if a man touches me, or even if he raises his hand because he's upset, that is a ground for divorce. So again, it's also a function of where I'm standing with the offense. Because you might do something that you and everybody around you might consider very grave.
As in where the offended is standing.
Yes, sorry, where the offended person is standing, with regards to the offense. You understand? Yes. So everybody thinks that this one, Charlie, your spouse will never forgive you. This one, you've gone to a certain level, and then the person is just looking at you and like, you're human. And there's something that rather nobody actually thought could trigger a certain tsunami of response. Actually, trigger that. You understand? So there is that. And then again, I also think that it's also a function of sometimes what people stand to gain in their marriage, and especially for women. A lot of women have had to, make peace with whatever they are getting, whatever offense they are going through, because there is an economic benefit there. The marriage itself is a form of economic way out for them and their family. So they are hurt, but sometimes they don't even express the hurt. They don't even talk about the hurt. They don't even admit that they are hurt, because just admitting that hurt might offend somebody. The one who has offended you get offended by admitting that they have offended you. So they keep it quiet because there is a benefit or there's a gain. It's actually not that they are opportunists. Actually, sometimes their life depends on it. So sometimes, it also makes them have a certain position or posture towards their own personal offense. But I think that all in all, it is at this point that a lot of people get to determine whether actually what they have as marriage, as relationship, has any foundation or not. And it's what happens from there that determines whatever we do afterwards.
Okay, so in simple terms, when we are looking at the topic as we placed it,
Right.
must somebody, you've talked about all the functions of it, especially so, the one, it's where the offended person is standing with the offense, because
Right.
we all see things differently.
Exactly.
So, must a relationship go past a place like that to be able to say that this is a real love relationship?
Well, must. If we use the word must, then we make it an imperative, which means that at some point in time, every relationship has to. But then sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
No,
Sometimes,
not has to, but to mean that if ever the relationship goes through
Right.
such a turmoil, can you only define love after one has truly forgiven and has the relationship back?
No, I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't think so. I think
okay.
that sometimes people intentionally agree not to cross certain thresholds again because they crossed it in different ways.
Ways.
At different levels,
Levels.
and they constantly talk about it. They constantly talk about it. So the day that catastrophic offense take place, they are like, listen,
That's it.
I'm sorry. We can't go beyond this because we all saw it coming. We kept giving each other crumbs. Like, listen, we are going on board. We are going on board. Now you didn't mind me. You didn't take me serious. Now you want to do this and it costs you this. Take a spouse who is into beds, for instance. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to I come against anybody. But you get what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you are betting 500, you are betting 200. Now you are betting our whole savings.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
it gets to that point, the person says, no, I can't do this again. You understand? So yes, there is a place where you get to. A relationship can go beyond it, and it won't necessarily even show love. Sometimes, like I said, so for a typical example is the woman in the economic position. She has to go past that. But does that mean I love you? Actually, I loathe you. If I get the chance, I will put something in your food, but I need the money. I need you
So
to
I
take care of
stay
me.
here.
So I'm staying. I'm pretending, but I don't
That
love
it's
you.
okay.
Exactly. And then there are those who also get there and they're like, listen, I won't do this again. But some people also cross over, and it becomes like a jolt for their own marriage. Like, wow, I didn't think my husband could get so upset about these little things I wasn't paying attention to the point that he can do this. I think this is a wake-up call for me. If I don't set up, much as this hurts me so bad for what he's done, I realize that there is a potential for him doing something crazier
Easy.
if I don't set up. So it becomes something for them to set up. And you find that a lot, especially when it comes to infidelity. There's a lot of partners who are intentionally withholding themselves, intentionally not taking good care of themselves. The sex is, boring and everything. And then it happens. Again, please, let me just say this. I'm not saying that it's a ground for that. I'm just saying that sometimes when it happens, it brings the other party to themselves. That, wow, this is my fault. Because from the one, the man kept saying it. From the one, the woman kept saying it. From the one, the signs were there. I knew I wasn't good enough. I wasn't doing enough. And I didn't really take them serious. So maybe I guess maybe I had to make peace with that. And most often it happens, actually. So yeah, there are different sides to that.
It's not as simple as we thought.
It is not, Adam. It's not.
Okay, let me put you a real in the middle. Hello, Ariel, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, okay, you can hear
Yes,
me.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So I want to pick your
Yes,
thoughts.
I can hear you.
Your thoughts on our topic. Must you
Yes.
go past a grave offense to show that you truly have loved?
Okay. For me, you don't have to go past a grave offense to show that you love someone, because forgiveness itself is not for the offended. It's not for the offender. It's more for the offended, the one who feels offended. And so if you are able to forgive, you are actually also saving yourself or protecting yourself. Forgiveness is a tool. And so if you are able to forgive grave things, it also serves you more than it serves the offender. I have seen that forgiveness is something that takes a lot of courage, and love takes courage. So if you love someone and they've done something that is grave and you can forgive, it means you're also serving yourself. But you can forgive, you can stay in a relationship not because you've forgiven, like PG is saying, but because you have another benefit why you've decided to actually let go. So you can't measure that the fact that someone forgives a grave offense means they love that person so much. They may have different views, they may have different reasons why they are even forgiving. And so forgiveness again and the offense depends on an individual perception. And perception matters a lot when it comes to what somebody finds offensive. Because for me, some things that people find offensive, I may not find it offensive. But I have come to learn that if I look at things from the perspective of the other person, it's easier for me to actually let go and forgive. So the question we are having here is it is relative to individuals and their perception of the offense. But if you forgive, that doesn't mean in that instant that means you love the person so much. It also means you love yourself enough to let go of how much the unforgiveness affects you. Because like I said at the beginning, forgiving is more about you who is offended than the offender. It releases you, it gives you the opportunity to move forward and releases you of the emotional toxic you are holding on to. So it's relative, like I'm saying. I wouldn't say that because someone forgave a grave offense, it means that then they love the person so much. But it helps that it shows you care about what you share with the person. So if you care about what you show with the person, then you are able to also let go and forgive so that you can hold on to it. It could be because of children. It could be because of investment. It could be because of a benefit you have about the relationship. That's why you are forgiving. And that is all good. But to loves the person so much, I would say it's relative. Yeah.
Great. Great. Yeah. I'll hear from Kofi and then I will say what's going through my mind as you were speaking. But the point I really love here that you made is the fact that forgiveness also helps you, the person. It means that you love yourself well enough not to dwell in hurt, in offense. And for me, that's really very, very instructive. It releases you. And then, you are also a happier person than, holding, even if you don't have to live with the person anymore. What it does is that it releases you, and the fact that it tells that you love and care about yourself well enough not to dwell in hurt and offense. I love that point very much. Reverend Kofi, must you forgive?
Hi, good morning again, Adam.
Good
morning.
Good morning. Must you forgive that thing? That thing, like you, before you're able to say that you have loved?
Adam, I believe so.
Wow.
First of all, Adam, I mean, what is forgiveness? I would describe forgiveness as an intentional or deliberate act of letting go pain, bitterness, resentment towards someone. And in this particular case, towards the person that you love, towards your husband, towards your wife. And we know that it's easier to forgive someone from a distance, someone that you don't interact with, someone that you don't have a relationship with. Some people can actually get so angry at a politician who said something on TV or radio and so on and so forth. But those things, at some point, you can just let go, because really, these guys don't live in your home, or you don't have to interact with them or engage with them at any point in time, if need be. However, when it comes to your spouse, the person that you professed to love for better or for worse, in good times and in bad times, when they betray you, when they lie to you, when they do things that you least expect of them because you trusted them so much, it hurts. And so for you to be able to forgive them or let go, it means that you must have something for them. And there has to be something that you treasure, something that you value and want to keep. And that is the love that you have for them, or the relationship that you have for them. So I believe that for you to be able to forgive, you have to love someone. Even though, as Ariel rightly said, you do it for yourself, because when you forgive, you release yourself of the pain and the resentment and the bitterness. In a way, you free yourself, and then you give yourself peace of mind, and it's also better for your own well-being. But if you don't love someone, then it's what's the point in even trying to forgive them? So I believe that you have to be able to forgive someone that you love, or before you know that you truly love someone, by going through that, what do you call it, that sacrifice of letting go of something that hurts you so deeply.
Kofi, I can actually hear someone ask a question or say that, okay, so if you say you love me so much, you care about me so much, didn't you also think that what you were doing was going to offend me? Did you
Oh, the
think
line is
about,
breaking up a little bit.
oh dear, is it better?
A little bit better. I don't know if it's my connection.
Because we can hear you very well. PG, you can hear him,
Okay,
right?
I can hear you now. I can hear you
Uh-huh.
now.
I was saying that I can actually hear someone say that. Didn't you think about it when you were doing whatever it is that you were doing? Didn't you know that it was going to hurt me? And if you didn't care about how I would feel, why should I care about how you feel now and say that I am going over and above to forgive you and still have the same relationship with you?
Well, I think at some point, Adam, we have to put ourselves in the shoes of the offenders, the people who have offended us, and think about the many times that we have also offended others that we have been forgiven, or even the same person who has offended us, your spouse, the many times that you offended them and they forgave you. Think about the scenario very carefully. Would you have acted differently? There's a good chance that you could have done the same or even worse. And so and I'm not saying that you do these things to justify the actions of the offender, but when you go through that process, it becomes easy for you to sometimes understand and appreciate where they're coming from. And especially in a case where they have shown remorse, they have apologized, really, there's not much more you can do than to forgive and move on and live in peace with yourself.
Okay. So, Kofi, are you saying that until you have done that, you can't say that you truly loved your partner?
Well, that is not exactly so. Of course, you can love someone, but you see, Adam, the difficulty with forgiveness is that when you're in a marital relationship or in a marital situation, you're expected to reconcile, because you can't say that I've forgiven you, but now I won't do this with you anymore. I won't do this, and so on and so forth. It's almost like you're bringing the relationship to an end if you want to forgive and not be able to reconcile with that person, because you're going to live with this person. You're going to have to do things with them. You're going to have to um, make love to them and continue to do a whole lot more with them. And once you're holding on to some aspect of forgiveness, or you don't want to let go, then it becomes very difficult to do these things for them. It becomes difficult to cook for them. It becomes difficult to support them financially and all the other things that you contribute to, or all your marital responsibilities to this other person. So yes, I believe that you have to love to be able to forgive.
Yes, I agree to you have to love to be able to forgive. But must you forgive to prove that you love?
It's a tough
It's a tough one, isn't it?
question for me, but I believe if you love, you have to be able to forgive,
Okay. Good.
especially if you want to maintain and retain the relationship.
Okay. I won't push it any further. But I want us to
Thank you for
progress.
not pushing it.
Because I remember when we were discussing this around here, there was so many thoughts and so many opinions. But I think the one that really reigned was the question I asked Kofi earlier about, or it was you, PJ, I put it to, about the person saying that if you loved and cared about me enough, why did you do this
Do
to
what you
disturb the equilibrium of the relationship?
Right.
And when you were doing it, did you think about how I was going to feel? Did you think about how I would react? And if you didn't think about it and you still went ahead to do what you did, then you shouldn't try to dictate how I would react. You shouldn't try to dictate. Whatever it is
totally
that you
agree.
get,
Yeah.
you take.
Yeah.
Because you had the opportunity not to do what,
Not
you,
to do
did,
what you did.
but
Yeah.
you made a decision for it.
Right.
So don't dictate my actions, and don't. So your action, no. did it mean you love me? That my actions have to prove love to you.
Well, Adam, I think that, now I like the last bit where you picked it from.
Yeah.
Most often when we offend people, we think that after we've said we are sorry,
Yeah.
and we won't do that again, it was a mistake and everything, the people should just move on quickly.
Exactly.
So you offend me and you also want to dictate my emotional reaction or respond to
Exactly.
that. That is so unfair. When I came and I was sitting in the car, that was one of the things that was, running through my head. That,
Yeah.
can we give people time to heal? Can we give people time to heal at their own pace? Can we not push people, force people? Because for so many people, it gets to a point, they literally bury their pain just so they can move on. Because everybody thinks that you've held on to this for so long. And so long could be a week. So long could be a month. Something that people can take years to deal with, So there is that.
And some people can also let go at that instance.
Exactly. But coming to the other part of it, what were you thinking when we were doing that? Again, Adam, I think that for some of these things, we also need to look at the nature of the offense and how it progresses. Because for some of them, it is not something that you do one day. It is a repetition. It's something that you keep doing. But you see, at the time you keep doing these things or you were doing them, you never thought you could be caught. So sometimes we find solace in the knowledge that it might not come out. And once we know that, then it kind of numbs us to the potential pain that our partners are likely to feel. Because first and foremost, when we think about what we are doing, we don't even see them getting to know, let alone for them to feel the pain.
Exactly.
And so, we are doing it. And so when it comes out, you realize that the person genuinely sometimes feels very sorry because, yes, this is a mess, but I didn't think you should find out. You understand? So there is that. Then there is also how we perceive the potential fallout, even when we feel that they will find out. We sometimes we don't picture properly their emotional response. And so sometimes we do these things and we think that the person is just going to cry a little bit, get upset a little bit, we apologize. Then you realize that the person is not letting the thing go. Now it's becoming depression. Probably the person is getting, mental breakdowns and other things. Then you realize that, okay, I don't think I anticipated
all of these.
Yes, all of these things. So I think that it is a selfishness in us, the feeling that it will not come out, the feeling that if it does come out, we can manage it, and then all of that. And sometimes our poor judgment there, that is what leads to all of these things. I always say that. I use this example. In most companies, at the factory ground, if they want to change workers' behavior, they just install cameras. Are the cameras working or they are not working? The cameras are there, your behavior will change. You will change. Or IT people will tell you that we have a way of monitoring your screens. Who will go to work and be doing Facebook or be watching porn or on office computers because it can be found.
Yeah.
So when we know that potentially something can come up or something can be found, it modifies the way we behave. But where we feel that nobody's watching, nobody's seeing, nobody cares, sometimes we become a bit reckless. And therein lies some of the, challenges that come up. So I think it's more of perception.
And then I believe that in that recklessness, when eventually the offended finds out, you forget that he or she also goes through, I can't believe you did this. Yeah. They go through that.
They go through that a lot.
They are shocked at your actions and wonder how, how?
Were you not thinking it? Were you not processing it?
No, it's not a matter of were you not processing it, but they trusted you so much that they didn't think that you could do a thing like this. So all the while you had all this room, you thought I was stupid, you thought I was foolish, it was because I loved and trusted you. That's why I placed you on that pedestal.
Right.
And so,
Adam,
yes, Kofi.
I agree with PG when it comes to holding our spouses accountable. But one of the things that we have to remember is that we are not in control of the actions of our spouses or of other people. We control our actions, and that's why I started by saying that forgiveness is a choice. It's a deliberate action. We have to focus more on doing this for us and not them. because at the end of the day, we should remember that unforgiveness has a way of I- um, um, creating an identity for us. We walk around and it's almost like there's a big stamp of bitterness on our forehead, and people see it and they are repelled by that. And so because you have issues that you're not able to let go at home, you take it to work. You go to work and you're bitter and you're angry at everybody. You take it to the community, anyone that you interact with, you go to church, everywhere, and you are just such an angry person because of something that somebody has done to you at home. And you may even leave that relationship and still carry it on to future relationships. So ultimately, we do these things for us because we control our emotions, we control our actions. But on the other hand, we don't control what our spouse will do. So if you think that you're being unforgiving because you want to hold them accountable, you are hurting your own self.
Thank you, Kofi. Ariel, I'd like to pick your thoughts on, where we are so far, and then I'll move to the next phase to find out, okay, when you say you have forgiven, what have you done? What does it mean? Because there are lots of people who will say that I have forgiven you, I love you, let's still be here together. And then now they're keeping tabs on you. You can't breathe, you can't move. Everything you do points to the fact that you're doing it again or you can do it again and all that. So when you eventually say that I have forgiven you and I want us to still be here together, what have you done and what is expected of you? But Ariel, where we are so far, I don't know if you want to make any point and then you can move on with what I'm just asking.
Okay. Okay. So I think Reverend mentioned what I was thinking about, in that people's choices have absolutely nothing to do with us. And if we hang on to people's choices, trying to prevent them from making their choices, we are putting ourselves into a state of forgetting ourselves and affecting our whole mental well-being. Because what someone is thinking, what makes someone move their right hand, or someone to put food in their mouth at a particular time or think a particular way, it's totally out of anybody's control. And so I won't even think of what can I do to prevent this person from doing what they are going to do. You can't do that. I mean, like I always say, it's not our job to change anyone. It's our job to actually change ourselves in a way that what people do would not impact our health and our well-being. So container or protective measures have you put around yourself? Which one of them is forgiveness? Forgiveness is a tool, and you can use it all the time by choice. That I'm using this because it benefits me. Now let's imagine, like Reverend said, anything that affects you from home affects you in all the 8 dimensions of your life. So it's going with you, not with the other person. So it's important that we understand the differences with forgiveness and holding on and paying the person back and all that. A lot of people think if I don't forgive, then I'm punishing the other person, which is a big lie. The anger, the person doesn't feel it. The frown on your beautiful face, it's not on that person's face. That fear that you feel when you see them, it's the person feels none of it.
Ariel, that's a punchline. Say it again. The front.
That frown on your beautiful face.
And especially if it's a lady, then it will be cracking your makeup, you see.
Yeah. I mean, but I know how it feels when you are hurt by a loved one. And I have recently had that experience when a loved one this something that broke me, crushed me. After processing it over and over, I realized it takes courage to love. If you don't have courage, you will just be running away, helter-skelter all the time. You have to have courage to stand by a decision you have made at the altar. That's what it takes. Yes, that's what it takes. So you can't control people's choices, but the choice to forgive is yours to hold.
Beautiful.
And if you choose not to do it, then you go with the consequences of holding on all that ugly face because you're upset. the whole day with people in your life, and it doesn't serve anybody.
Oh
Yeah.
my dear. It's one of the things that personally I think God has blessed me with. Cause me, I can't stand tension. I can't stand when there is, acrimony, like you bored, then I can't do it. And very early I came to believe that you can offend somebody. Like offenses are they are inevitable.
Absolutely.
I mean, some of them,
Yeah.
you don't want to think about some of the things that you deliberately do.
Exactly.
But some of the things that happen in our daily lives at home, some of them are so inevitable.
Yeah.
And then, and I want to believe that if we have an argument, it is because we're disagreeing. You're not my enemy.
No, we have two different perspectives.
But I've gone somewhere before. I was handling a class, like it was a marriage class, and I was telling them that I don't see how, because you are upset with your wife, it's raining, then you are the one who drops them off. You are angry, so you drive the car and you go, and you leave the person there to try and figure out how you get home. Eventually, when you patch up, how do you think the person will continue to feel about you? Better take the person, sit in the car, and don't talk. But the person is not your enemy. You had an argument and you needed to get past it.
Yeah.
But your responsibilities towards your partner, you
don't
can't
check
withhold them.
Yeah.
You can't withhold them. But I guess we're very different people and it takes time for us to get there. But let's come back to the big one that I want to ask now. I asked it earlier. And I'll start with you, PG. So I have forgiven you. Abi, you said I should forgive. I've forgiven you. I love you. I'm not letting you go. We're here. What have you done when you say you have forgiven this person? And let's talk about some of these grave offenses. But now you're making me not go there somehow, because we're just learning that these offenses are very subjective.
Yeah.
The one that you think that you is grave may
It's
really
not
be
somebody's
nothing
grave,
to somebody. But some of the ones that we know are, deal breakers.
Yeah.
Cheating is one of them. You're withholding like financial information, proper financial information from somebody. You have a terrible health condition that can probably make you not have children, and you decide not to say. Sorry. And then you go into the marriage with somebody. I mean, there are some of these very, very big things that, okay, people don't even know how to get out of those situations, because then you're stuck in it. And then you want me to forgive. And we have looked at all the things that this forgiveness will do. So I've processed it. They've gone through all of it. And yes, they have decided that, no problem, I forgive you. This means that a new journey is beginning.
Right.
Question now is, and I still want to ask it the way I was asking it.
Yeah.
What have you done? What have you committed to? I'm not talking about the offender.
Yeah.
You, the offended. What have you committed to when you say that you have forgiven? What does it mean? What are expectations from this person?
Right.
And I'm asking all of these because quite often than not, I have forgiven you, but I am not forgetting. And I am not forgetting means that if you cough, it points to what you did.
Yeah.
If you sneeze, it points to what you did. If you eat your food in a certain way, it points to if you drink water. So what have you done?
Right. Adam, I think that when people say, I have forgiven you, first and foremost, they need to understand the magnitude of that responsibility.
Yeah.
Because once you put yourself in a position to try and be a messiah or try to be a savior or try and be the guy who is acting Jesus or acting God, you need to understand that it also comes with a certain responsibility. One of them is whether you are ready to forgive the person and still live in the same space with that person, knowing very well that every day you see this person, it is going to remind you. So there is that. There are specific actions, like you rightly said, that will always remind you of the thing. So assuming if it was infidelity, for instance, and you get to find out, each time you are with the person in bed, these thoughts will always cross your mind. You understand? Like, so how was it like? And so you realize that you are in the mood, but then you are sort of turned off or tuned out. You understand? Because you are not concentrating on what you're doing. You have too many things running through your head. And that has its own health implication. That has its own general ambience implication, because there's always going to be tension.
Yeah.
When you cough, it has a different meaning. You went out, you're supposed to come back at 5 o'clock. You came at 6 o'clock. It has different meaning. So you would have to understand some of these things. And if you appreciate them, the next thing is, how prepared are you? You need to find ways of managing your emotions, because it's a decision you personally made to forgive. So you cannot say, I've forgiven you, and still be throwing emotional tantrums every now and then. You cannot say, I've forgiven you. I mean, if you had walked away, probably the person would have understood. They would have cried for a month and then probably moved on.
They will get better.
Yes, but then you're going to stay with the person for 2 years. You keep haunting the person. You keep tormenting the person. So there is an emotional aspect of it which affect both of you. And so you need to go through some form of therapy. You don't just get up and say, I have forgiven you, and then you are staying. Do you even understand your own emotions?
Exactly.
Do you understand the mental implication of the path you have chosen? So go through therapy. Let a competent person walk you through it. Then again, I also think that sometimes people are in shock at the time they are saying, I forgive you. And I know this because most often in sessions, after they are talking, and then they give you this impression that, oh, so it happened and I forgave. It happened and I forgave. The more you ask questions, it's like gradually you see them unraveling. You see them falling apart. Then you realize that they didn't really deal with the trauma or the pain. They just they moved on. Everybody expects you to forgive. It's fine. We are Bema and Casa Bebre. Charlie, you just keep quiet. If you want to stay, don't talk about this. Because it's an African thing, it's an ego thing. So you keep quiet. For a woman, it's a traditional role. You're a woman. These things, men will always be this. So you stay. But when you begin to engage them, that you have to live through the pain, really live the experience, then you realize that that forgiveness they said they had forgiven, they didn't. They simply put the thing in some vault. But the thing is awake and alive and, growling and looking for a chance to roar. You get what I mean? So the slightest opportunity they get a meltdown or they blow up.
I know.
So sometimes when we say we forgive, we need to work on ourselves. First, we need to understand the consequence of that decision. And then we work on ourselves. For me, if you can do just these two things, your forgiveness can actually, get some mileage.
So what you're trying to say is that until you do these things, because you did mention from the beginning that you saying you have forgiven is a responsibility you have taken on
upon yourself.
And those responsibilities definitely will have to be followed with certain actions.
Exactly.
And the actions will be you learning to manage your emotions. And then and in doing that, you definitely may need therapy.
Therapy, exactly.
And it is when you go through this therapy or get this help, that's what will help you to be able to
tell whether
that you have forgiven.
You are forgiven.
Because then if you find yourself doing, like you mentioned, where are you coming from? Why have you done
then
this?
you haven't forgiven.
Remember,
it's conditional.
We did a story. We had a story here. There was a story we treated from somebody who said they cheated on their partner, and then now every time the man will ask, like, does he do it like I do it, and things like. Meanwhile, he says he has forgiven you. So
exactly.
if you are there, it means forgiveness hasn't taken place.
It hasn't taken place. Maybe you aspire to forgive, but you are still dealing with significant pain. So go through that pain.
Okay.
Get someone to help you deal with it.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, because
So there is the aspiration to forgive,
exactly,
but you actually may not have forgiven.
Exactly. When people choose to stay back, not for any personal gain or for anything, not even for the children, not for anything, but I like this person. That that they love the person, but have you actually come to a place of complete forgiveness where you can let go of the pain? No, that becomes a different conversation altogether, and that is where you might need help.
I actually think everybody who is listening to this show this morning should send us a message and say, I love Home Affairs. Because I am actually really enjoying this conversation, the thoughts and the perspectives. I tell you, I kid you not, these conversations will better your home. I'm sure most of you are beginning to look into yourself and go like, oh, really? Really? So I really didn't forgive. Then your unforgiveness will now become a sin unto yourself.
Exactly.
So I'm waiting for the messages. 05511119997. Just send I love Home Affairs. You don't have to ask any questions. Kofi and Ariel, I'm coming to you very soon. But the joy of every parent is to see their children grow healthy and become more intelligent and physically fit. To achieve this desire, every parent needs to ensure that their children are given nutritious foods that has the essential nutrients which can promote their well-being. One of the best of such nutritious foods is Vitamilk soy milk drink. Vitamilk is made from whole grain soybean, which is a good source of plant protein, and it is enriched with omega-3, 6, and 9. It also has calcium and all the essential nutrients and multivitamins recommended for your daily living. It has no artificial coloring, no artificial flavorings, no preservatives. So choose Vitamilk Champ for your children today, because the protein, the calcium, the omega-3, 6, and 9 in Vitamilk Champ has proven to help your adorable children grow smarter, healthier, and stronger every day. Vitamilk also comes in its regular soy milk drink. You can also have it in the energy booster with caffeine, the choco, the banana, the strawberry. You can buy it in the 250 mils or the 1 liter Tetra Pak. Vitamilk is indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. Adanse Travels is at it again. Adanse Travels is thrilled to present an exclusive group travel package to the breathtaking city of Cape Town, South Africa from the 22nd to the 29th of August. Now, for just $1,700, experience the beauty of Cape Town like never again. 1,700 cedis, they're like, we'll go with Basu. I beg you, it is $1,700. Your journey will begin with a return flight ticket from Accra, landing you in the heart of one of the world's most stunning cities. For 6 nights, indulge in luxury hotel accommodation, waking up each morning to breathtaking views of the city. Wander through the lush and scenic winelands, tasting some of the finest wines South Africa has to offer. Experience the panoramic views atop the iconic Table Mountain, not forgetting the guided tour of the historic Rubbin Island and also more exciting attractions. Time no day, so just don't let this opportunity slip away. Secure your spot now and enjoy an unforgettable adventure with your friends and family. Call Adanse on 053-100-8550 or 059-5500817 to book your seats. For more information, you want to visit adancetravels.com. Adanse at 11. What's your vibe? And why don't you go on and discover the rich, creamy taste of Dano milk that perfectly complements your breakfast to deliver that delightful flavor you've always craved. Dano milk is fortified with vitamin A and D, and it's also a source of protein, calcium, vitamins B2 and 12, potassium and phosphorus, and all of this will keep you nourished every day. Get your quality Dano Cool Cow instant powdered milk for an unparalleled taste experience and your nourishment. Dano milk, go for it. This advert is FDA approved. Okay, Adanse has another vibe. This August, again, pack your bags for an 11-day Arabian adventure with Adanse Travels for just $1,750. Now, from the 17th of August. When is 17th? Next week. You want to enjoy the best of what Dubai has to offer, from its breathtaking cityscapes to thrilling desert adventures. And on the 19th of August, witness the epic live performance of Efiokuma hitmaker, yay, Kofi Kinata, right in the heart of the Dubai desert. It promises to be nothing short of fun, exciting, and unforgettable memories. Seats are filling fast, so hurry. Call Adanse Travels now on 053-100-8550 or 059-5500817 to book your spot. You can also visit adancetravels.com for more information. Adanse at 11. What's your vibe? 11 days in Dubai with Kofi Kinata. What a break it will be. Okay, so someone sends a message. Last year, November, there was a conversation about exploring the path to healing after an affair in marriage, and there was a case that was used for this discussion. Okay, husband cheated, and the helper for 10 years still wife found the 10 years. Okay, I think today's conversation is more like a part 3 of that. How's the wife holding up and responding after all this while? Okay, so what happens is some of these things, when they happen, you have the conversations, you give them to, some of our guests. Sometimes they have people they also want to go and see, so you encourage them to go and see the people they trust. And yeah, I don't know if, and this is home affairs. These are not stories we're telling. That the people want us to come back and report their issues. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And remember that some of these conversations, when they come up, we ask, can we talk about it? It's also to help people deal with similar issues when they come up in their homes. Because somebody's door key can open another person's door. Is that it? There's an adage like that. I'm not sure how that sounds in English. Okay, so now to you, Ariel. When you say you have forgiven, what have you done? PG makes us understand that, first of all, you have taken on a responsibility. You have taken on a grave responsibility, just as how grave the offense was. And you will have to learn to manage your emotions, because almost everything will emanate from there. And then in managing your emotions, you would realize definitely that you will need therapy. And it is through that therapy that you will realize if you have truly forgiven or if there are things you need to do to help you. Because saying you have forgiven that instant may just be an aspiration to forgive, but you don't really know what it takes to forgive. And if you find yourself going back to talk about the issues, to throw tantrums, to get upset, to keep referring your partner to what they have done, to keep being overly suspicious when they also know in the depths of their hearts that they have actually repented from what they have done, then you know that you haven't really attained that forgiveness that you say you have given. So you need to do this. Ariel, please check your microphone. I think it's off. We can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. When you say you've forgiven someone, it's an intentional decision you have made to let go, which is the responsibility you've taken to let go. If you realize you still keep going back to the same conversation, like we said, or you keep checking if the person is doing that again, it means you forgave in the moment, but you haven't released it. I mean, let go. The word let go. Because if you forgive someone, you don't have control again to say, I'm watching you every minute to see if you are not going to do it again. That is actually unforgiveness in itself, because you're putting the person in prison now. So if you say you're forgiving, there's that part at the beginning to let go of that thing and not revisit it again. But if you keep revisiting it, it means emotionally it's still there for you. And as people who have sessions with, like PG is saying, we get to talk to people and we realize they say, I forgive him, and I still feel the pain when they are talking about it, which means we don't understand forgiveness in itself. That's what I think. We don't let go of the emotional pain it gave us at the time we even say we are forgiving. When you forgive, you have to let go, and the person needs to also regain your trust again. If you don't give back that trust, then there's a crack. So forgiveness comes with letting go, coming also with letting the person regain your trust. But because we don't want to be hurt again, or because we haven't processed the emotion well to really release the trauma it has on us, there's a bit of mistrust there. So when we see something happening, we know that this person that I said I've forgiven, it's possible you will do this thing again. When you say you're forgiving, you need to let go. the person needs to regain your trust. Then you have to let go emotionally. And that is the part that sometimes people need to go to therapy. People need to speak to a counselor or a coach so that they'll be walked through a perspective shift. Because if you don't shift the perspective about the narratives that you have, you might not have actually gone through the forgiving process. That's why sometimes having support or speaking to someone can be very helpful, like PG is saying. But a lot of times we use the word, oh, I've forgiven the person, when intentionally we haven't processed it, we haven't released it, we don't trust the person again. So if you want to forgive, let go of that conversation, release it. If you've been able to do that and trust the person again, and you are open, or not, you are not closing around you, trying to protect yourself, then you haven't fully forgiven. So what I think the person needs to do is acknowledge their own values. Acknowledge your values, check through yourself, the emotions, and admit what has been done to you. Did it create shame for you? Did it create guilt for you? What did you feel? If you name the emotion you felt, it creates anger for you. Once you have this conversation, I'm angry. But when you say you are hurt, you haven't mentioned the emotion you are feeling. You need to find exactly the emotion you are feeling and then find the tools you can use to release that emotion. That is when you can regain trust for the person again. But if that emotion is still there, but you've just used the words, oh, I've forgiven you, then you haven't really done the work. And if anything shows its face small, you are going to, reverse back to that conversation. So to forgive is to let go, is to let the person regain your trust again, is to walk through the emotion you feel, be very honest about it with yourself, and find tools and resources you can use to heal that trauma that you felt when that thing happened. But if you can always revisit it and you feel like, I don't trust this person, then you've not walked through the forgiving process properly. Yeah.
Great, thank you. We all added on that you will have to, I was wondering what that meant. They will have to regain your trust. Yep. So the offender will have to regain the trust of the offended?
Yes. No. The offender has to trust the offender if you've forgiven them.
Okay, so that is your responsibility as an offended person.
The thing has not been released.
That's a lot of work for you.
So it's a lot of work. And sometimes if we don't process it well, the mistrust alone is what makes us always say, I want to check what you're doing. Now I'm checking your phone, because you don't trust the person anymore.
Great.
Yeah.
Before we end this, right, so last week, this week, and come next week, we're looking at some conversations, and I would really appreciate it if the three of you will do this last one, then you can rest, then we'll come back. We're thinking about having a conversation. Well, let me put it out there. You will love it. You will love it. We're looking at having a conversation about dealing with suspicions, insecurities, and mistrust. Fiji, this is something you would love. I knew it. Kofi, you the same. I knew it.
We'll be ready.
Yay!
Kofi, you're speaking for all of us.
Yes.
I'm speaking for all of you, yes.
No, and these things have destroyed relationships. You know, you're just there, you are sniffing things all over the place. You haven't seen, you have heard, and then you're creating problems in your own home. So we're looking at having this conversation, and then we can end the series, and then we move on to something else. And we also have our Becoming Mr. and Mrs. forum coming up. PJ, remember from last year?
Right.
We were preparing for the funeral, and then you were still very magnanimous with it. Kofi, I think you were out of town.
When was that?
We did Becoming Mr. and Mrs. It was a marriage
Oh, yes,
seminar.
yes,
You
yes.
were
I
out of
missed that.
town.
I missed
Yes.
that. Yes.
Ariel was
Yes.
on. We're planning for it again this year. It was a really good one. So we're
Nice.
planning for it. We'll put the dates
Nice.
out and
Nice.
everything.
Sure.
Great. So yeah, continuing with you, Kofi. What have you taken on when you say that you have forgiven?
So, Adam, we have to remember that forgiveness is a process.
Mm,
It is not a one-time thing when you say, "Oh, I've forgiven you," and that's it. Sometimes we have to forgive and do it over and over again for the same offense, because there'll be times when you remember it. There'll be times when you see this person and you feel very resentful towards them,
Oh.
and you have to pinch yourself and say, "You know what? I'm letting go. I'm not going to try to remember this again." And that's why the whole thing about this conversation when it comes to your spouse is that it's difficult to forgive because you have, sorry, to forgive and move on because you see them every day. It's much easier sometimes to forgive a friend than to forgive your own husband or your own wife,
True.
because you are in the same space with them all the time. However, as Ariel rightly said, when you say you're forgiven, you're letting go certain things. You're letting go the anger, the resentment, the bitterness, and the sadness, and all of it. So this is a choice that you make so that you can move on, so that you can live in peace with them. But the part of moving on also means in a relationship, if you want to maintain the relationship, remember that unforgiveness can lead to divorce if you are unable to forgive.
Yes.
But in a relationship, you are forgiving and then attempting to reconcile so that you can live with them and go back to the what we call in law the status quo ante, which is the way things used to be. So that when you got angry and you say, "I'm not cooking for you anymore," now you're going back to cooking for them. When you got angry and you say that because you slept with another person, "I'm not going to be intimate with you anymore," now you're going back to be intimate with them. When you got angry and now you stop talking to each other, now you're going to try to go back and have conversations again, because at the end of the day, you're fighting for your marriage. You're fighting for that relationship. You're fighting to keep the marriage thriving, and so if you are not able to go back to these things that you used to do before, it means that you're still holding on to the hurt and the pain, and that would make it difficult for you to live in peace with this other person.
Okay, so when you have the mentality of there are many fishes in the ocean, then that one there, you know that you can't work at it.
Exactly. The relationship is done because you're moving on.
Okay, great. Now to the
Adam,
yes.
I want to say something to what Reverend said. And I mean, on that, I want to thank Uncle Ebo so much for many years ago. That forgiveness has to be something you do over and over and over and over every day. I had to make forgiveness a lifestyle, because if I don't, it didn't make sense that the same thing was still happening.
Yes.
So you need to come to that place where you are like, it's not changing. It's harming me, and I need to find a mechanism that will save me. That make forgiveness a lifestyle for me, because I had to just wake up every morning and say, this is a clean slate. This is fresh. It's a fresh day. I won't look back, because it didn't make sense anymore. So it has to be, like Reverend is saying, everyday thing. If you want to survive, if you want to maintain the relationship, you need to make that choice. Forgiveness is my lifestyle.
Great.
And the Bible said 70 times 70 times 70. You can't count it.
Great.
There you go.
So then my last question will be that, so what if I can't do it anymore? You're expecting me to forgive you and still be with you. I can forgive you, but like we have said, I cannot manage my emotions when
around
it
you.
comes to, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
that's the word. I'm not willing to go to therapy to
Yeah.
to pay for your sins.
Yeah.
No. I'm not willing to do that. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to come and bond myself now. Like I say, every day, hey, let me what can I do to forgive you better? What can I do to? I don't want to go through that trauma.
That trauma.
You know, I look. There's no way the trust is ever going to come. I can't trust you anymore. And yes, I will always be overly protective. I will be suspicious of you.
Exactly.
I will be, and because of that, look, I want you to go.
Yeah.
Does it mean that they never loved you, or does it mean they are weak? I want to pick your thoughts on that before we go, but just before then. The joy of every parent is to see their children grow healthy and hearty. And to achieve this desire, every parent needs to ensure that their children are given nutritious foods that has the essential nutrients and multivitamins which can promote their welfare. And one of such nutritious beverages is Vitamilk soy milk drink. It is made from natural soybeans, which is a good source of plant protein. Also, vitamin B1 and B2 has no coloring, no artificial flavorings, and no preservatives. And for over 20 years, Vitamilk soy milk has been consistent with its product quality. So go on and choose Vitamilk Champ for your children because it has plant proteins and it is nutritious, amazingly delicious and very satisfying. It comes in its regular soy milk drink. You can have it in the multi-cereal with no caffeine, the chocolate, banana, strawberry, and you can also buy it in the 250 mils and the 1 liter Tetra Pak. Vitamilk is indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. And let me remind all of us that Pentecost Hour is a religious broadcast program that is sponsored by the Church of Pentecost, and it comes your way with the chairman of the Church of Pentecost, Apostle Eric Nyamiche, on Joy FM on Sundays at 1:30 p.m., 5:30 a.m. on Hits FM on Mondays, and then 7 a.m. Saturdays on Joy Prime Television. So you want to tune in every Sunday, Monday, and Saturday as Apostle Nyamiche brings you life transforming truth that nourishes the soul, ignites passion, and restores hope in the nations. The Church of Pentecost, we are possessing the nations for the Lord. All right, PG.
All right. So, Adam, like you rightly said, this is someone who would have done their own personal analysis and come to a place that, listen, based on all that I have to deal with.
I no go fit.
Yes, I can't. And I think
I can't.
we need to respect people's interaction with love, forgiveness, commitment, continuity of relationship, and all of that. We need to respect that. Sometimes, you see, we force people to take certain position that genuinely they don't want to take. But what we fail to understand is what comes out of that. I mean, we've seen it. Kids that are forced to do courses they don't want to do, they intentionally fail the course to prove a point to you. You know, you tell somebody to do a particular piece of job they don't want to do. You see their attitude towards the job. Eventually, they get fired. So when you put people in spaces generally they don't want to be, you're actually setting them up to fail, but not just them. You are actually causing a certain opportunity cost that could have, been a better option for them. And so once a person comes to the place and says that, listen, I don't think I have that emotional bandwidth to go through seeing you every day, and then all of that. This thing happened between you and a person at work. It's the same job you keep going to. I'm not going to tell you that quit this job. And I'm supposed to what? Know very well that the nature of your job is that you travel a lot. This issue that has happened, we've not escalated it to your company's HR, which then means that you and this person are still going to be traveling. Because this is between the three of us. Now, you are still going to be traveling with this person, and I'm still supposed to feel what? Oh, we are going for audits. Oh, we are going for this whatever at this place for 2 weeks. How am I supposed to feel? And I'm supposed to live through all of this? No. I think that my health
is
matters.
Important
because whether you like it or not, it's going to impact on your mental health. And then, different sides. So you come to a place and think that, listen, for spiritual reasons, and I mean, if a woman is hurt, a man is hurt by something their spouse may have done, how does that even impact on your prayer life? You go before God and you are bitter. You are angry. And we are supposed to forgive, but that forgiveness itself that we are trying to enact or act is actually causing pain and bitterness. And the Bible is very clear about, when you stand before God and you have an ought against your neighbor, go and put it down and come. For some people, when they move away from the presence of that ought, they will be fine.
Yeah.
And so keeping them there, you're actually making them stay in a place that is becoming cancerous and toxic. Let them go. Let them love them from afar. They have
Great.
children with them. They are in pain. But when they see the guy on TV, when they see him at work, when they see him functioning in different capacities, they
They are
love
okay.
who he is,
Great.
but not as a spouse. And that is
Great.
good enough.
And it doesn't mean you're weak.
No, yes.
I love how you put it. I
Exactly.
don't have the emotional bandwidth
I don't. I beg, let me go.
to transmit that.
I beg, let me go.
Okay, I'll come to you, Kofi Adarkwa, shortly for your final words. But I have a lot of messages. This one say, okay, the I love Home Affairs, dear. Plenty. Thank you. Good morning. Okay, I have this one. This is I more than love Home Affairs. Thank you. There are some messages I need to find and read. Oh, okay, we're going to get it. Adam, I've always loved Home Affairs. I still love Home Affairs. This is from, okay, I truly love Home Affairs. Thank you. The love is deep. Great. Okay, this one says that I'm 76. What is this? Okay, 76. I'm a first 76-year-old lady. I have been advising the youth to listen to you on Saturdays. Oh, thank you so much, Grandma. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I have a message here that says that, good morning, Adam. I confided in a friend I trust that I have been raped. She immediately screenshot. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I haven't finished reading the message and my heart is broken. She immediately screenshot our chat and posted it in her WhatsApp status. I was hurt when I saw it. I have forgiven her, but I don't trust her enough to tell her anything about me. Does that mean I haven't forgiven her? I beg you, don't tell her anything. Don't even ask.
You have forgiven her, but I beg.
Don't tell her anything. Oh, hey. Oh, but how?
Can you imagine?
Ah.
I mean, what is so dramatic about rape
What?
that you have to
What?
make it a status? I mean,
What?
like, you know.
No. That one is not a friend. Good morning, Adam. Today's topic is something I've been battling with. Infidelity is something I'm experiencing in my marriage. And anytime I catch him, I tried hard to forgive and move on. But my question is, this man keeps cheating with different women and I'm infected. Oh, can such a person be forgiven because I have so much pain in me now? This is from Nancy. Okay, Nancy, so we've had a lot of conversations, and this very last question that I asked, I think that you will have to, the point of counseling is also for you to put two and two together and make your own decisions. PG, Kofi, Ariel, they won't make those decisions for you. He just talked about bandwidth. Do you have the bandwidth to keep forgiving and going and going and going? If you have, well, and keep working on it. And again, we talked about the fact that maybe you haven't really done the whole work of forgiveness. But how do you forgive a sin that hasn't completed? The sin is ongoing.
Exactly.
It's an ongoing sin. I don't know.
That's what earlier I mentioned, that sometimes you get to a point, you know that forgiving the person is just a placeholder. It will happen again. So sometimes people get to a place where like, you know what, Charlie, let's go our separate ways because I know this will repeat itself.
That is what Ariel has been saying. You either have to come to terms with it and go like, you know what, yeah, this is painful, but you know the person will not stop. Do you still want to be there? It's your decision.
Exactly.
I have 2 minutes each for Ariel and Kofi. So Ariel, you go first.
Okay. You were asking if you have come to the conclusion and you think you can't deal with the forgiveness. There's one part of forgiveness that doesn't really mean reconciliation. So if you get to the point where you think this is not something you can live with, it's okay. It's okay to make the next decision, to make the next step. I found myself in 2021 having to cut contact, to not speak, not see, not ever again with someone so dear to me. So dear that right now it means so dear to me. But the effect of the toxicity and how it was affecting me, I couldn't sleep. I was afraid to even pick my phone when I get a WhatsApp message.
Oh.
It became a mental health challenge. I had blood pressure because of that. I needed to make a decision despite all the love I have for the person. And right now, as I speak, I love this person so much. But I needed to let go of this person, not because I haven't forgiven, but because there was no way it would serve me moving forward. So if you come to a place where you think this thing is going to affect me in ways that is so expensive for my well-being,
You let go.
be okay to make the decision that there's no need to reconcile. Even if I can forgive, there's no need to reconcile.
Great.
So it doesn't mean you are weak. It means you're actually strong to make that decision to also let go. Yeah,
All right.
sometimes let go it takes courage and strength to do that. So it's not always about you not loving the person or you are weak. You can love someone, but being in a distance is better than being together.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ariel. Thank you. And finally from you, Kofi.
Adam, I want to say that we should always remember to do unto others what we want them to do
Thank
unto us.
you.
And then Matthew 6:14-15. For if you forgive men their trespasses, your
Yeah.
heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses.
Yeah.
I think when we say we love someone and we want to keep our marriages going, we have to be willing to make some small sacrifices. A little bit of embarrassment. Yes, they had an affair. People got to know about it. You're embarrassed. A little bit of hurt, a little bit of sadness every now and then. And hope and pray that things will get better. I know that people don't like to hear men of God say these things about praying and things when you're hurting and all of it. I get it. But if we are not careful, we would leave and walk away from our marriages over the least offense. So it also comes down to how grave should an offense be for it to spell the end of your marriage. It is very relative to a lot of people, to different people. But I think that we there's nothing wrong with valuing ourselves, but these days we overvalue ourselves and we become so self-centered that it's all about me. I can't deal with this anymore. You've done so much, and so on and so on. Let's try and make some small sacrifices sometimes, especially if we really care about the people that we're in relationships with, if we care about keeping and maintaining the relationships.
Thank you very much.
And I'm not talking about ordinary friendships. I'm talking about marriages.
Great.
Ordinary friendships can let people go easily, but marriages, we need to be careful.
Yeah.
And be more
Great. Thank you very much. And we're drawing the curtain on our conversation. I'm sure you have followed, you have learned, because I have also picked up a lot of notes and learned a lot. But it's important that if you choose to forgive, I think we established from the beginning that you don't really have to forgive to show that you love.
Yeah.
Okay. But forgiveness is a function of love. Okay. But then if you choose to forgive, you have a responsibility now to ensure that you're not always reminding the people of their sins and all that. And that is when you will need to manage your emotions, go through therapy, and, because you're just aspiring to forgive, but you need to be helped to understand that whole forgiveness. You will have to, as much as possible, try for your partner to regain trust in you. You don't have to be too overprotective. And, there's so many things you have to do. And remember that forgiveness is a process. And then you will also have to try not to continuously feel resentful about your partner. But then again, we're saying that if you choose not to continue to live with a person, it doesn't make you a weak person. You actually have been strong enough to know that you don't have that much strength to continue living with the person, because it will be toxic to your own, individuality and your personality. And so the choice indeed is yours. And for you who is offending, remember that it will not be easy on you. So sometimes let's make our choices very wisely. Thank you all very much. PG, Kofi, Ariel, we appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless
and
you too.
we
God
will hopefully see you next week.
Yes.
My name is
Bye.
Daniela, and everybody in the background. Thank you. Ariel, safe journey.
Bye.
Thank you. See you soon.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
dear, bye.
Hello, Ohima. Eti saying.
Ayo.
Na edahin.
Me kwatade.
Edi bensa.
Krachi. Obesuja na so behwem kwem.
Oh, na se jane de wo so eden kwan de wohwem kakra.
Anyway, me kope vitamin B de ajojo makoma.
What a coincidence. Me so no na me koto, no na me no.
Hey bra, wait dear wo boa.
Oh, I want to meet me ntwa wontro.
Sawara.
Vitamilk no emu de he pa na we ni je ho.
Me pe Vitamilk banana any choco because I'm black and proud.
Hey, interesting. Me de me a regular guy oh. So wow.
When you kapao.
So wow. I can see we have something in common. Ohima, yanko ni yanko try a Vitamilk connection. Wo de bo me kana metia. Anye bia se kwan down.
Kwan be.
Aha, na muni brebi. Vitamilk di fufuro bia be kambusua ne ho ye friend of Vitamilk strawberry. Vitamilk feels good anywhere anytime. This advert is FDA approved.
Big Chef Tertiary is back, bigger and better. It's the Big Chef Tertiary audition train traveling from campus to campus across the country. Starting Monday, August 5, we are live at Dr. Hila Liman Technical University in Owa. Then we head to Bolgatanga Technical University on August 7. We move to Tamale Technical University on August 9, then touch down to Takrady Technical University on August 12. Make a stop at Cape Coast Technical University on August 13. Move to Accra Technical University on the 14th and link up at Koforidua Technical University on the 17th of August. And we round it all up on the 19th of August at Ho Technical University. So you gather your team, perfect your recipes, and stay tuned to Joy Prime for all the juicy details each day at 3 p.m. We will be streaming live on YouTube as well at Joy Prime TV. Big Chef Tertiary is proudly brought to you by Frito Cooking Oil. You deserve a life of goodness. Fortune Rice, always on point, just like mom. And sponsored by Hallmark Cafe, a delight in every sip and bite. And Chef Ware, confidence in action. Big Chef Tertiary, the kitchen has no boundaries.
The much-awaited Street Art Carnival of the Year is here again.
Chalewata
Street Art Festival 2024.
Theme, and now an end to the empire of horrors.
Come experience a display of varied artistic representations of African culture, history, storytelling, dance, and music.
From Monday, August 19th to Sunday, August 25th.
Media partners, Joy Prime,
Joy FM,
Hits FM, My Joy Online,
Adum FM,
Adum TV,
and all multimedia affiliates across the country and beyond.
Chalewata Street Art Festival 2024 is powered by Joy Entertainment.
Manchester City are the Premier League champions again.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Let go of the overpriced land, home ownership, and furnishing deals. Get the best deals for all your housing needs at one place. Visit the EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at Good Park, Accra Mall from 30th of August till the 1st of September 2024. The fair is open from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. daily and admission is free. Be there to engage with various stakeholders in the housing value chain for your home ownership needs. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Plant City Extension Project from Citizen Habitats, Rent to Own, and sponsored by Elegant Homes, where quality meets value, safety and home solutions. You think of a door, we have it. G&J Technical Services, G&J, the generator people, Dev Tracker Woodlands, a master planned gated city, DPS pipes connecting you to life, home world building supplies. Let's build together. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Superlog, you deserve the best. Everlast UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for windows and doors. Syntex tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, Less Fortune Limited, Curtains Papebi, luxuriously perfect. DBS Roofing Industry, your roof experts. Virtual security, complete security solution. Yoben Security Doors, protecting lives and properties. And Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investment. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home.
When you want to eat, just Momo it. Tired of the long queues in the supermarket? Pay with Momo. When you really want that beautiful new blouse, just Momo it. When you want to get a trim and get fresh to impress you know who, just Momo it. When you need to pay your utility bills and domestic staff, Shani Momo. When you want to send love to the family back home, send some Momo. Join the millions of MTN Momo users all over Ghana and live life the brighter way. So just Momo it. MTN.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music. Joy 99.7 FM.
Keep this frequency clear.
The best music. The best radio. Joy 99.7 FM.
Weekend City Show.
I saw my pussycat crossing Charlotte Street. I couldn't swear whether it was the right pussy I meet. But just as I was making sure, up came a young lady. Mister, what you looking for? That pussy belong to me. It's my pussy, she said. It's my pussy, she said. It's my pussy, it's my pussy. I feed her, mind her, raise her from small. Man, take off your hand from she. Don't touch me, pussy, at all.
Weekend City Show.
I said you sound intelligent, but I wouldn't fall for that. You must show me some documents to prove this is your cat. So useless, you keep telling me that she belongs to you. She dipped into her leather bag and brought something to show. She did in fact obtain this cat 11 months ago. So if you are dissatisfied and need more proof from me, Mister, I could take you home and show you the pedigree. It's my pussy, it's my pussy, she said. It's my pussy, it's my pussy. I feed her, mind her, raise her from small. Man, take off your hand from she. Don't touch me pussy at all.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Without my cat, I miss her terribly. Such a little sugar plum, she always slept with me. Well, what will be my position when there is rain and storm? I don't know what I gonna do, no pussy to keep me warm. It's my pussy, it's my pussy, it's my pussy.
Oh, she's dead.
I feed her, raise her from small.
My goodness. I'm sorry. Okay. We're having a very good laugh in here in the studio before we even kickstart with the Weekend City Show. But a very good morning going out to you, dear ladies and gentlemen. How exactly are you feeling today? It's a Saturday, the 10th day of the 8th month of the year. 10th of August, 2024 is here with us. And we really want to thank God for bringing us this far. My name is Kofi Hayford, and you're welcome to the Weekend City Show. From now till 9 a.m., you have us for company. I'm here with the band Langabel. Langy.
Yeah.
You just say everything cool.
Oh, by the grace of Jesus.
Are you sure?
Is it all right?
It's better.
Fantastic.
Langby.
No sense.
Charlie, something we are here this morning, don't be joking. That boy had a laugh plenty. No? By you, we'll find out from you as well. Yeah. We'll find out.
Go to the streets with
yeah.
Your street people.
I tell you.
That's your street people.
They are crazy people.
They are more than crazy.
Charlie, we're back again.
Yes, man.
The Weekend City Show is live.
Yeah, man.
So it's good to see you again. How was your week, though?
Oh, by the grace of Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
I like the way you always mention Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Have you been to Nazareth before?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Wow. Which year was this?
Oh, about 1987.
You went to Nazareth?
Because there's a training tour.
Mm-hmm.
They were passing by.
Nazareth.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that we stay there long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you see Jesus?
You know that even though we go to Saudi Arabia, there are those who they are not knowing that stone we did there.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi, that stone. It's not easy. People they run. Then I asked one Muslim guy, why is the
why are they running?
What is the use of running where they are doing?
Mm-hmm.
He said if they do that one, they say Muhammad. They say Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which means, then I asked him that, but when you are running at your face will tell you bend down. And Kofi, it's not easy. People fall down and they are there. It's not easy.
I see.
Yes, but it's their believing.
Belief, yeah.
It's their believing that that's the what they're supposed to worship. They say like we every time I'm telling you that the Lord of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Because he is the one. And she is the one. You and I never see him before or air before. Whether he's a woman or a man, we don't know. But he created us. Whatever the case may be.
Hey, this one you are in the spirit, though.
Oh yeah, because Mama, we pray for my man Rubbin Adarkwa. His mother is nowhere. Where he's going to take care of his mother.
Yeah.
So I'll sound the two cup of everything to make sure that everything
is irie. Everything is irie. See, irie.
Rastafari, man, right? You got to.
Langby.
Yeah, Kofi Hayford.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Or the week. It's fantastic when we go to. You know that yesterday there's a fantastic thing around the whole Ghana. It will come Ghana very soon. Tuesday coming.
Okay.
National Insurance Commission. They are donating blood across the nation.
I see. That's
across the nation.
You are going to be there. Eh?
Oh yes. You and I.
So I'll get into the details of that. So now let me welcome my listeners. Am I allowed to do that?
You are allowed.
Thank
100%.
you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. So you heard from the man himself, Langby. He's fine. He's doing well. Unfortunately, Ruben couldn't be here this morning. But yeah, I mean, he's okay. He just has to, take care of one or two things with the family. So he will join us next week, God willing. But you are welcome. We want you to be a part of the show. 055-1111-997. 055-1111-997 is our WhatsApp number. As you listen to us, please feel free to text us. If you are on Twitter or Instagram, you can actually send us a message as well. My handle is at Kofi Hayford 233. Yeah, but if it's on WhatsApp, then it's 055-1111-997. This morning, Adansi Travels wanted to tell you something. We're definitely going to get into that. There are quite a number of info that I need to give you as well. Chalowote Festival, the Habitat Fair, being organized by Joy FM, some Dubai trips, Big Chef Tertiary, and a whole lot to talk about on the show this morning. So, Charlie, feel free, whatever you're doing, just make sure that, you leave the dials here on Joy 99.7 FM. And definitely, we're going to make it worth the while. Let me officially say a good morning to you, and then we can come back and have our conversations.
Weekend City Show.
Yachi. Up some image.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Good morning. Okay. Me want to
FM. The Weekend City Show is here with me, Kofi Hayford, and I'm here with Langabel. Joseph Langabel is the name. Langby.
Yeah, Kofi
We're
Hayford.
back and we're ready for takeoff.
By the grace of God.
Anyway, so what scripture are we taking a look at today?
Oh, okay. Let's go to
Jamaica.
Jeremiah.
We should go to Jamaica.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah.
Okay. Where is it? Is it in the New Testament or the Old Testament?
Oh, it's abundant.
Oh, I mean, come on. You have to be specific.
Oh, Kofi is there. Kojo is there with the Bible. You know.
Yeah, but you are the one.
What how do you call it? New Testament.
No, but
Old
you have
Testament?
to tell me so I can know where to.
Well, new. Me, I don't know. I don't know new in the whole.
Oh, Langby. You are quoting from the Bible and you don't
know.
The
Bible where we did right now, whether old and new, and they make it all together.
No, it's not true. There is New Testament and there is Old Testament. So you have to show
me. You want to tell me that there's the Old Testament, what are you seeing in the New Testament? Some on the inside the New Testament.
I don't get it. I'm saying, where do I find Jeremiah? Is it in the New Testament or the Old Testament?
Ask Kofi, Kojo.
Oh, but you are the one
He's
that
the
is
pastor. Me, I say my own.
But you went into the spirit and God revealed to you that it should
Today, self, I never go in spirit. But how you ask me? That's why you go to Jeremiah. You also. Today I never go to, because today I'm the one. I'm not the one who's. I'm not the one who played today.
So you didn't.
It was a ruby.
You never expected it.
That's the point. Well, after before I came here, when he put it inside my mouth, I don't know how to take.
Okay.
Does it go to Jeremiah?
Fine, I'll go to Jeremiah. Yeah. Jeremiah chapter what?
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 1 to 2.
1 and 2, eh?
Yeah, man.
Jeremiah chapter 11.
Today, Kofi,
could you
don't bring your Bible?
Today didn't bring the Bible. You didn't bring the Bible. Oh.
Ovi pastor. Pastor leaves the Bible for the car inside. Or if something Satan is coming to attack you, what do you do?
They say you've left your Bible in the car.
In the car.
If Satan is coming
to attack you. Because normally when we are saying the pastors, if Satan is going to hold the Bible, hey, the Jesus is going to fire burn them, burn Jesus can burn. Then you see the Bible is
shaking.
No, right now, when something is coming to attack us here, you let us die.
Why have you left your Bible in the car? Satan can come and tempt you. Is that the word is inside him?
But when the power is in you, so far as Jeremiah, then you shoot for him.
Okay. Jeremiah chapter 11, the verse 1 and 2 reads, this is the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord. Listen to the terms of this covenant and tell them to the people of Judah and to those who live in Jerusalem.
Yes. Now, this is what God is telling Ghanaians.
That
we have to be very careful for ourselves. We have to be courageous. You have to be cheerful.
Should I read it again? Because what you are saying, I don't see the correct.
I'm coming there.
Okay.
Read.
I should read it again.
Yeah, read.
Jeremiah chapter 11, the verse 1 and 2. This is the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord.
Does it?
Listen to the terms of this covenant and tell them to the people of Judah and to those who live in Jerusalem.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
I didn't hear courageous in there.
That's what I'm telling you. Last. That's what I'm telling you. That
relax.
God is telling Ghanaians that we have to be very, very careful for ourselves. When we are doing our things, we should know how to do our things. Right now, the election is coming. What God wants to tell us that if you go and vote, go and sleep. If somebody come and tell you that, it's good to say, go and fool. Tell the person that he rather to go and fool. Then you save your life. And God tell them that the last point where you read, the last one, read for me.
Listen to the terms of this covenant and tell them to the people of Judah and to those who live in Jerusalem.
That's it. God wants to tell us that. He's telling Ghanaians that what we are doing, don't try to be a loose, because when you do another one, you will go and meet it and you die.
You Rabbi.
Yes. But God is telling us that this year election, anybody who will mess up, you die. Oh yes. No, anybody will come and tell you that go and do any lugu. Tell the person that you should go take him in father and mother and children first before you. Really? No, that the covenant of the Jerusalem, who go against you.
But what's the what's the covenant?
The covenant is something like a spirit. You understand me?
Spirit. Take your time.
Spirit who cover
breathing.
I'm breathing already.
Breathing. No, that's out. Breathe in. Okay. So, but what's okay? Let's break it down first. Apart from what we just read, what's a covenant?
Covenant is something like how do you call it? When you're supposed to make sure that everything you are doing, you protect yourself. You protect yourself. That's the covenant, because they are covenant you with the anointing spirit. When something is come to do you, everything is under control for yourself already. For the covenant room. You got it.
No, I don't, but let's pray, please.
By the grace of Jesus Christ, thank you, Kofi. You are the fast guy. I love you. Oh Lord, today is a D-Day, Saturday on the 10th, bam. August. God, you bring the days for we the guns. We make noise and drumming. You save us. We pass through. Now we are chopping Omowo. Yesterday we will chop our Akwili Suma festival. Yeah. God, we thank you. Today is the Kpekpe himself. From 365 days, we are alive to observe this occasion. God, we thank you. We thank all the guns who they support the Omowo Kpekpe today, and those our brothers, other tribes who came to support the event yesterday in Greater Accra. Oh, God, we pray our man Mauli, Honorable National Insurance Commission Director Mauli Musambote Bonita Wolene Efo Vandan Justice Sofori. Yes, you do something better to make sure that all Ghanaians to be successful. 500,000 blood donate across the country. Nobody do some before. Only National Insurance Commission alone can do this thing. Efo Mauli and Mr. Jesse Sofori and Kofi Hayford, you do what you are doing for this our mother Ghana. Keep on to do. You save life. You save so many lives. First of all, before somebody will going to donate the blood, they say they should bring somebody before they donate the blood. But right now, the blood is abundant everywhere in Ghana here. Before you get it already before you donate. May God bless these people all and give them knowledge how they are doing this thing. Tuesday coming. They are doing donation across the national everywhere in this country. May God bless them. The idea when they blood for this our mother Ghana. Mr. Efo Vandan, Mauli, and Justice Sofori, and Dr. Kofi Hayford. May God bless all National Insurance Commission people to do this job for us. And TT Brothers, you are the man who do everything. Football fraternity, boxing fraternity. Even though this hospital serve you donate so many things for the hospitals. And they appreciate what you are doing for our mother Ghana. The same go to Mr. IC Labade Beach Hotel. And Madam Lovian, you are doing best. Best among the best in Labade Beach Hotel. Rather, when you go there, if you go there right now, they will receive you fantastic. Not the only time to tell Kofi, I beg your pardon, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. The holiday, take your children, go there. No, Kofi, you are out of coverage here for the meantime. But next year, you born. God, let Kofi born. The Spirit come again.
Amen.
Let Kofi born. Let Kofi born.
Amen.
Give him one third self.
Amen.
Because the guys are teasing him too much. God, we bless you. We thank you for our donation. That Kofi, tomorrow by this time, God make the way to Kofi. Chief Inspector, you are the chief, you policeman, the own Weekend City show. Mr. Amu Sansiamu, you are the best around the mango tree. Mr. Chief of Defense Staff, yes, I'm calling again to make sure that everything is gonna be all right. Now you know, Sue. May God bless you. You listen, everybody, everywhere, all our listeners, everybody who take their time to listen to Joy 99.7 Weekend City Show. May God will bless that people, everybody. If I call you, I don't call your name, blah, blah. May God bless them. In the name, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Say amen. And then Nanti, digital lady. Yes. If you leave and go and take, no problem. The digital lady, Madam Eden Nanti, every time when you finish the program, no, it's moving through the Babylon. May God bless you. What the good work we are doing.
I thought you were done with the prayer.
No, when you leave and go and take it, it's not easy.
Please come
May God bless you. In the name, the Father, the Son, or the Holy Spirit, say amen.
Amen. Okay.
Yes. If you see that today, I pray for you.
You try. But you didn't pray for our producer, Kojo. You didn't also pray for social media executive.
Wait. Kojo 1 and
Aaron. There is Kojo, there is Aaron. You didn't pray for both of them.
Today, I never see Aaron. That's why I never. But Kojo, dear, when I'm finishing the program, I'll
pray for him.
I'll thank God to pray for him again. Because if Aaron come, Aaron to go join.
Okay.
Because Aaron now is there. If he come work, say we don't see him cry. He's a cool guy too much. Sometimes I have to open your mouth.
To see him, man.
To see you.
Okay. Greetings going on to you, sir. Davido of St. Peter's SHS. He says, Charlie, the weather in Kwewu is at Tigbogbo.
Oh, but the weather
I hear the roads leading up to the mountains is quite foggy.
Is what?
Foggy.
It's boy.
Foggy.
It's fantastic.
Like it's
the rain is fucking on the street.
Foggy. Oh, you know fog. Fraud
is moving through the road.
Fog.
Fog no go yoni. Hey, Kofi.
Oh, you don't understand when we say it's foggy.
It's foggy. You only say it's foggy. There's so many words it's called foggy. We gotta fuck you around a mango tree, man. We gotta check into the word what he's talking about. But you say foggy. Is it the frog is roaming for the road when the rain is falling?
Foggy. Foggy.
Fraud.
Foggy.
Go be free program.
Foggy.
Come and take the phone.
Foggy. Foggy.
Crocodile.
Okay, so let's take a look at you. It's fine if you don't know what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what transpired here last week. When we say waxing, to wax, what does it mean? Waxing. What does waxing mean? Waxing.
Oh, waxing. Waxing means that
waxing.
The waxing means that the school children, when they finish, they are going to finish their last end of the school. They go and write. They went to go and write waxing.
Okay, the one they write.
That one is wassy. Langby. That one is wassy. Wassy. Yeah. WASSCE. Wassy.
And the one you say what?
Waxing. Monday is a statutory public holiday. Are you aware?
Yes.
Statutory.
Yes. It's a Farmer's Day.
Monday is not Farmer's Day.
But Monday is what?
It's not Farmer's Day.
The holiday is what?
It's a new holiday. The statutory. My first time I hear the statutory Republic Day.
It's a statutory public holiday.
You are the one you are telling me because since my mother don't born me, I never heard that substitute holiday before. Substitute public day.
Statutory.
Oh,
statutory. The statue where they put for the Ghana, the statue where they for Ghana, or immediately they had disability.
Langby.
Waxing.
Yeah, I'm sure by now you know. I think we explained, right?
My man said no, they did.
Oh, but come on, we explained. I mean, at the end of the show, we explained what waxing is.
Really, yeah?
Oh, come on. Kojo, didn't we? We did.
Charlie, Kofi, when we leave here, when we go, Charlie, this way they for my dear, no be waxing matter.
So you still don't know the meaning of waxing?
Charlie, Kofi, next time when we go find out for dictionary.
Oh, I'm very disappointed.
Really? Because it's true. My mind is not there. Kofi, really, what you are saying, right now I'm more than I'm not a student again.
Do you like cereals?
Cereals.
Cereal. Yeah.
Can you give me this example of similar?
Say again.
Cereals.
Yeah, cereal.
Yes, I'm serious.
Cereal.
Yes. You and I, we are the same cereal.
Cereal.
Yeah, serious.
Do you know what cereal is?
Kofi, unless you tell me.
Oh. Professor Adenje.
Kofi says cereal, so unless you tell me, say,
because I want to find out, and I'm asking for a reason. You understand?
Say what?
Cereal. Do you like cereals?
Cereals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like serious music. Yeah, that's the country music.
I'm not talking about being serious, like whether you're serious or not. Cereal, like it's food.
Cereal.
Yeah.
You say, did I ask cereal before?
Do you like cereals?
Oh, I like Kokonte Kebangu.
Kokonte is not a cereal.
Yeah, could you say like this? Yeah. Could you say it's correct?
Kokonte is not cereal.
But what cereal is what? Tom Brown?
Yes.
Tom Brown. Then you come to Ollis.
What?
Ollis. I think you know Olix.
Yeah.
You don't know Olix when they drink?
I know.
Yeah.
What else?
Then you have to go to how do you call it? How do you call it? This one. This one. How do you call it? Poponsu.
What's that?
Poponsu. Oh, it's part of them. What we are talking about.
What's that? What's Poponsu?
Poponsu. How do you call it? Ma na aho coco. Then you see the small inside.
The black.
Yeah, the black. That's the poponsu. He give you powerful those size.
But I'm surprised that you didn't know what cereal. So
I mentioned two for you.
Are you a whiz?
I say this thing. We say I'm a what?
Are you a whiz?
Is that a quiz?
You continue. You just continue with what you're saying.
No, say I'm a wheels. I'm not a fish.
I didn't say wheels.
But I say what?
It's fine. You just continue.
God bless you. Hey, what do you say?
Yeah, so I'm listening to you. You were mentioning the types of cereals.
And I say Ollis. And porridge. That's what we're talking about, the series.
What's your favorite cereal?
Kofi, when you are talking about the favorite cereals, yeah, but which means my favorite cereals is heavy food. Heavy food. Me, I not go with that kind of.
You don't eat Tom Brown.
No way.
Why? Why do you detest cereal?
No, I don't like it.
Why do you detest cereals?
Oh, honestly, roughly, I don't like it because normally, let me tell you something. That's what I train my body. That when I wake up in the morning, I wake up by 8, 9, 10, 11. No, 9, 10, 11. There's no anything I will go and talk breakfast. You understand me? 9, 10, 11 that time. There's no need to chop breakfast again because the breakfast can be passed. That tea, Milo, coffee, that kind of Tom Brown, everything you are talking about. When the time pass, it's out. You are going to chop bankuke floor. Hello, bankuke shitolo. Tilapia, it should be fin. Say amen.
Amen. So that's what you like to take for breakfast.
That's it.
And then after that, what?
If you come to see, we go to
Elmina.
You people they drink tea. I'm chopping rice. Oh, you know what?
I didn't.
Yes, I chop rice because which one that is low food. It's not giving you the power.
So you like foods that will give you power.
Heavy one. Twice a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if it happens that, you don't find what you're looking for, would you be in a dilemma?
Oh, definitely. When I find it like that, when I'm a big dilemma, I'll make fun, I'll do everything fantastic. Then I understand myself.
Would you be in a dilemma if you don't find...
Dilemma, which means I feel belly full. Everything is fantastic for my body. I feel that.
Would you be in a dilemma if you don't find what you're looking for?
No. I don't feel anything. I feel my normal, stable standard.
Would you be in a dilemma?
That's what I'm talking about. I don't feel, I'm not getting anything. I feel them.
You know what a dilemma is?
Dilemma means that when you don't feel it, what your choice, what you need, where you don't get it. How did you feel when you don't get what you want?
Dilemma. Are you sure?
Dilemma means that.
When we say someone is in a dilemma,
which means what is supposed to get it. He didn't get it. What he wanted, he don't want it. He don't get it.
Are you saying this because we are talking about you finding
food?
Yeah, but it's not necessarily connected to food.
But I'm not talking about the food matter.
Okay, so explain to us.
That's what I'm explaining to you. That if you feel something,
like
you're supposed to get it.
Give us an example.
That's if you feel something, if you are feeling something, and that thing you didn't get it at a time. You have to feel. You have to feel like you are in a dilemma styling.
That's what dilemma means.
That's the point.
You are sure?
Oh yes.
We will definitely go to the phones to find out.
Tell them to
but
talk.
Like I said, we went to the streets to,
Yeah.
we went to the streets to talk to some people, right? But before we go, we want to find out from you, what's the difference between a mouse and mice?
A mouse.
Mouse and mice. What's the difference? Mouse, mice. What's the difference? Mouse. Mice.
Mouse is kwakwe. A mice is obishi.
I don't even know these things you're talking about. What's obishi?
It's similar like a mice. Similar like a mice.
But you said mice is obishi.
No, I say.
You said mouse is kwakwe.
I say mouse is kwakwe.
Kwakwe is okra or
yeah,
right?
for the tree there.
Okay.
That's the English is mouse.
Mouse.
Yeah.
What about mice?
It's that's why there's a similar, but the difference between mouse and mice is kwakwe or bishi.
What's the difference? Like, how would you identify them?
You know that mouse kwakwe in mouth, we have so styled of mouth where they get. Someone gets small pea. That one there, we call it kwakwe atoy. You get it? If you see in face, you see this one is a toilet. Then, when you come to the mice, we are talking. His body is bigger than the mouse. You understand me? Well, that one.
The mice is bigger than the mouse.
That one, you can hit it, you can chop. But the kwakwe you can't chop. Because that one it turn like obishi. Yeah, that mice, it turn like before he said kwakwe, but it turn itself like obishi. No, they are similar. If you not watch well, you chop kwakwe.
That's the difference between mouse and mice.
Yes.
You are sure about that?
Oh, serious.
Okay. Let's go over to the streets and find out what the people also think about mouse and mice.
Tell me the difference between a mouse and mice.
Because they are not the same.
They are not the same. So tell me the difference between the two.
In the child, in the mouse.
When they are little, they are mouse. And when they grow, they become what?
Mouse.
So when they are little, they are what?
Mice.
They are mice. Oh, okay. So that's the difference.
Mice and mouse. Mouse is okra, and mouse is aso.
What is aso?
Rabbits.
The difference between mouse and mouse means there's that's the difference between that. Mouse is animal, and the hill is like manias is like hill. Money is illegal money or
mice.
That means it's like hill.
The difference between mouse and mice, I know the mouse is the one like they use for computer. Mouse. And the mice is something in your head.
Obi sun.
The mouse is the sun. And the mice is what?
Father.
What's the difference between mouse and mice?
Mice is a woman and mouse is a man.
What's the difference between a mouse and mice?
Mice is living on the bush and the mouse is in the house.
So if I get you correctly, the mouse lives with us in our homes, but the mice, they live in the bush. So would you classify mice as wild animals or what?
No.
They are not wild animals, but they live in the bush, all right. And what about the mouse too?
They are the part of wise animals.
What's the difference between mouse and mice?
Mouse is singular and mice is plural.
That's all. Like me. Do you agree with what they said?
The person will agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
The first interview, they interviewed the man. What I said, that's what the man said.
Are you sure?
Oh, the man said.
Let's take a listen again.
You.
Let's take a listen.
Tell me the difference between a mouse and mice.
Because they are not the same.
They are not the same. So tell me the difference between the two.
In the child, in the mouse.
When they are little, they are mouse. And when they grow, they become what?
Mouse.
So when they are little, they are what?
Mice.
They are mice. Oh, okay. So that's the difference.
Mice and mouse. Mouse is okra, and mouse is aso.
What is aso?
Rabbits.
The difference between mouse and mouse means that is the difference between that. Mouse is animal, and here is like manias is like here. Money is illegal money or
mice.
That means it's like here. The difference between mouse and mice. I know the mouse is the one like they use for computer. Mouse. And the mice is something in your head.
Obi sun.
The mouse is the sun. And the mice is what?
Father.
What's the difference between mouse and mice?
Mice is a woman and mouse is a man.
What's the difference between a mouse and mice?
Mice is living on a bush and the mouse is in the house.
So if I get you correctly, the mouse lives with us in our homes, but the mice, they live in the bush. So would you classify mice as wild animals or what?
No.
They are not wild animals, but they live in the bush, all right. And what about the mouse too?
They are the part of wise animals.
What's the difference between mouse and mice?
Mouse is singular and mice is plural.
Like me.
Kofi?
Uh-huh.
You see the guy, the second guy, no? The second interview, the one who interviewed the second one, no? He said, mouse is okra, which means in the tree.
Okra, yes.
As you said. And me say in Gan, kwakwe. Then I said the other one.
The mice.
The mice, no, it be like the same, but it's a different. They are the same, but it's a difference between mice and the mice. No. That one be kwakwe, and the other one it be obishi. And this one too said okra and a sansu. I don't know the.
Aswasu, you said rabbit.
This obishi.
I don't know. Is it obishi? They said no. They said that's not true.
The rabbit is that.
Do you know a rabbit?
Adarkwa. Oh, but which means the guy he passed away. You know. The first one he get it correct, but the second one he didn't get.
So which one is the correct one?
What I said. Kwakwe obishi.
You are very sure that's
yes. Kwakwe.
You are very confident too.
That's maybe before I'm a bush guy. Before I'm going to bush to kill that thing before in my place. Kolegono.
So have you killed both mouse and mice before?
That one we are talking. That one with the buka people no. The Muslim Sonu people no. Those who the Gao people where they hold a dog with the stick when they go to the bush to kill no. That one we are talking about. But that one is not a rabbit.
That one is the mice.
That one is the mice. If you like, open the floor. Open the floor line or let them test you. And they will tell you what I'm talking about.
Listeners, Langabel says you should text me. Langabel says mouse is okra and mice is what? Obishi. Please, if you understand Ghana, let us know if it's true. Because at this point, I'm confused.
And Kofi, you two, the question you are asking me, and you are on the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. You know a cry. You know that. The other one, what is the meaning in your language? You are laughing.
You know what fascinates me about you?
Definitely, because
do you know what fascinates me about
I tell you my own. And you're supposed to tell me your own.
I love your confidence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you are very confident. It's something that I really have to learn because at this point they are texting us, right?
Yes.
This one says, "Good morning, Weekend City Show doctors. Langabel, powerful prayer. Laughs. Mouse and mice. Hey, my ribs. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the word so sweet." Elena sending in that one. Langabel, there's a message here for you. This one says, Obishi is rat. Obishi is rat. And mouse is kwakwe.
Obishi is what?
Rat.
Nikpenkpele too is what?
Kwakwe. Kwakwe is mouse.
I'm coming.
Come.
Kpenkpene.
What is kpenkpene?
What Kofi Kojo said in rat.
Rabbit. That one is rabbit.
Rabbit. Adanku. The one we get like this here.
Yes. So your listeners are saying that rat, Obishi is rat, like a bigger mouse.
Obishi is a rat.
The
Kwakwe Obishi.
And Kwakwe is mouse.
Yes.
But what is mice?
Mice.
Yes.
You are not in the golden mice here. You are not minding here.
Have you changed your mind?
No, I never changed my mind. I never changed my mind.
You are still there. Okay.
I'm still there.
They said, they are texting. They said rabbit is peng or whatever you guys call it. Peng. That's it. So
how do you call how do you call rabbit in your tree?
Rabbit is adanku.
Adanku.
Or aswasu. Aswasu. Like because of the ears.
Aswasi.
It's okay. Think about it. I will come back to you and find out whether you've changed your mind.
Which one? What are you talking about?
Mice. You still haven't told us what is mice. Mice. M-I-C-E.
But I told you mice is pengpele.
They say pengpele is not mice, it's rabbit. Pengpele is rabbit, it's not mice.
Mice is what?
So when we come back, we'll find out. Hello.
Let them test the mice for us.
They have already told us, but if I tell you
what they said,
I will tell you when I come.
No,
back.
talk.
I want to relax. I'll tell you.
No, do this thing.
I want to go.
I'm going to pee, man, right?
Yeah, so you can go and come. Go. Langabel, I'll come back to you. I really have to give this information out. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but yeah, Langabel says mice is rabbits and mouse is sukra. Obishi, anyway, whatever it is, fine. There's one thing that I know: you are not taking Pengpene or Obishi or whatever to South Africa. Nah, you won't. You have to leave them right here in Ghana. You see, Adansi Travels is thrilled to present an exclusive group travel package to the breathtaking city of Cape Town in South Africa from the 22nd to the 29th of August. For just $1,700, experience the beauty of Cape Town like never before. Your journey will begin with a return flight ticket from Accra, landing you in the heart of one of the world's most stunning cities. And, for 6 nights, indulge in luxury hotel accommodation, waking up each morning to breathtaking views of the city. Wander through the lush and scenic wine lands, tasting some of the finest wines South Africa has to offer. Experience the panoramic views atop the iconic Table Mountain, not forgetting the guided tour of the historic Rubbin Island and many more exciting attractions. Time no day, so don't let this opportunity slip away. Secure your spot now and enjoy an unforgettable adventure with your friends and family. You really have to go on this trip. Call Adansi Travels on 053 100 8550 or 059 5500 817 to book your seat. Number again is 053 100 8550 or 059 5500 817. If you want to find out more information, please feel free to visit their website at dansitravels.com. At Dansi at 11 What is your vibe? Now, the much-awaited street carnival of the year is here again. Chalewote Festival, Chalewote Street Art Festival 2024. And the theme is "And Now, an End to the Empire of Horrors." Come experience a display of varied artistic representations of African culture, history, storytelling, dance, and music from Monday, August 19 to August 25, which is a Sunday. Media partners are Joy Prime, Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy Entertainment, My Joy Online, Adum FM, Adum TV, and all multimedia affiliates across the country and beyond. Chalewote Street Art Festival 2024 is powered by Joy Entertainment. Also, I am here to remind you once again, look, we are not stopping. Let's go off the overpriced land, home ownership, and furnishing deals. Get the best deals for all your housing needs at one place. Just visit the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. You heard me right. EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at Good Park near Accra Mall from the 30th of August to the 1st of September 2024. The fair is open from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. daily and admission is free. Be there to engage with various stakeholders in the housing value chain for your home ownership needs. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Plan City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats, Rent to Own, and sponsored by Elegant Homes, where quality meets value. Safety and home solutions. You think of a door, we have it. G&J Technical Services, G&J, the generator people. Def Tracker Woodlands, a master planned gated city. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Home World Building Supplies, let's build together. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Superlock, you deserve the best. Everlast UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for windows and doors. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough. Less Fortune Limited, curtains Papebi, luxuriously perfect. DBS Roofing Industry, roof experts. Virtual Security, complete security solution. Yoben Security Doors, protecting lives and properties. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house and make it a home. Also, Big Chef Tertiary Edition is back. Yes, it is back. Big Chef Tertiary Edition. It's bigger and better. Now, if you believe that your school has the best chefs and maybe you're a hospitality student and you have the flair for flavor, then please get ready to represent your school as the ultimate cooking show train travels to your region. It's the Big Chef Tertiary Edition train traveling from campus to campus across the country. Listen, Wa Technical University on August 5, Bolgatanga Technical University on August 7, Tamale Technical University on August 9, Takrady Technical University on August 12, then Cape Coast Technical University on August 13, Accra Technical University on August 14. 17th of August, we'll stop at Koforidua Technical University, and then we'll round it all up at Ho Technical University on the 19th of August. So gather your team, perfect your recipes, and stay tuned in to Joy Prime for all the juicy details. All the auditions will be streamed live on YouTube and on TV. So stay tuned in for the audition train on Joy Prime. Big Chef Tertiary, the kitchen has no boundaries. We're definitely getting back to find out from Langabel if he's now changed his mind on mouse and mice. But after an 82-day break, the Premier League is back. The traditional curtain raiser comes off this weekend with a Manchester derby between Manchester United and Manchester City. The good news is you can watch the game live in HD and open to subscribers from Access. Will Ten Hag make it back-to-back with a win over Pep at Wembley? Or will Man City stop their terrible Community Shield form and win their fair shield in 4 attempts? You don't want to miss out on all the fun. Don't wait until the very last minute. Renew your subscription today using *759#. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Nana JD and the Touching Hearts Ministry presents Foros Timish, 2024, dubbed The Fellowship, an evening of profound word, worship, prayer, and praise in God's presence, and an avenue to raise funds to relieve vulnerable postpartum mothers. It's happening this Saturday, 11th August at 4 p.m. at the Junction Mall in Nungwa. You don't want to miss this experience. I really hope that you're going to be there. So see you soon. Langabel. So the messages that are coming in, a lot of them are saying that Obishi that you are talking about is not mice. Obishi is rat.
Obishi?
Yeah, Obishi is rat.
Well, what Obishi means?
Yeah, Obishi is rat.
Obishi is rat?
Yeah.
Fine. Well, what about the mice we are talking about?
Okay. We'll find out after this short commercial break.
Big Chef Tertiary is back, bigger and better. It's the Big Chef Tertiary audition train traveling from campus to campus across the country. Starting Monday, August 5, we are live at Dr. Hila Liman Technical University in Owa. Then we head to Bolgatanga Technical University on August 7. We move to Tamale Technical University on August 9, then touch down to Takrady Technical University on August 12. Make a stop at Cape Coast Technical University on August 13. Move to Accra Technical University on the 14th and link up at Koforidua Technical University on the 17th of August. And we round it all up on the 19th of August at Hull Technical University. So you gather your team, perfect your recipes, and stay tuned to Joy Prime for all the juicy details each day at 3 p.m. We will be streaming live on YouTube as well at Joy Prime TV. Big Chef Tertiary is proudly brought to you by Frito Cooking Oil. You deserve a life of goodness. Fortune Rice, always on point, just like mom. And sponsored by Hallmark Cafe, a delight in every sip and bite. And Chef Ware, confidence in action. Big Chef Tertiary, the kitchen has no boundaries.
The much-awaited Street Art Carnival of the Year is here again. Chalewati Street Art Festival 2024.
Theme, and now an end to the empire of horrors.
Come experience a display of varied artistic representations of African culture, history, storytelling, dance, and music.
From Monday, August 19th to Sunday, August 25th.
Media partners, Joy Prime,
Joy FM,
Hits FM, My Joy Online,
Adum FM,
Adum TV,
and all multimedia affiliates across the country and beyond.
Chalewati Street Art Festival 2024 is powered by Joy Entertainment.
The Paris 2024 Olympics on GoTV is for all of us. For every lift that ended in failure, for every basket that rebounded, for every goal that was just shy, and every stride that was a little too short until it wasn't.
That's the first gold medal.
This is for the gold in all of us. Get and stay connected to GoTV to witness Africa's athletes make history in the 2024 Paris Olympics live on Supersport and on the go with GoTV Stream. GoTV. Love it.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Gripping conversations, business opportunities, and inspiring life stories in the engine room. We have it all. Tune in to Springboard, your virtual university with Reverend Albert Okran, this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Joy 99.7 FM, Facebook, and YouTube. Catch the repeat telecast on Joy Prime every Saturday at 9 a.m. Sponsors: Enterprise Group, MTN Pulse, UMB Bank, and Central University. Media partners: Joy FM, Joy Prime, and Graphic Business. Springboard. Your personal value will shoot up.
Here's where we turn around. Weekend City Show.
You know the song? You hear what they are saying? Listen.
Me dropping Nachi Bela, me dropping Nachi Bela, me dropping Nachi Bela, what dropping Nachi Bela, me dropping.
He catch Bela.
He drop the Bela. We get the Bela.
So Bela is also another name for rat. Or
Yes.
could you add a lie?
Bela
is another name for rat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bela is it's a term for that rat you are talking about, because during our kid, when we are going to Obishi, we are going there to chase Obishi. We are going to
Bela.
We are going to chase Bela. We are going to chase Bela. Yeah. No, Bela, the person to bring the fantastic name. I remember my kiddies. Bela. Yes.
Okay, so Delphinus in Accra and a host of others are telling Langbi, we say 1 mouse and 2 mice. 1 mouse, 2 mice. You get it now?
1 mouse,
2 mice.
2 mice.
Yeah.
Then you make what?
That's it. 1 mouse, 2 mice.
1 mouse and 2 is mice.
Yes. So what would 3 be?
Mices.
Weekend City Show.
Masses.
So 1 is what?
Mouse.
No, 1 is what? Mouse. 2 is what?
Mouses.
No. 1 is mouse. 2 is mice.
Mice, yes.
And 3 is what?
3 is
mice.
Masses.
Okay, what if it's more than 3? What if it's what?
It's troopers.
Triplets. Oh my. Anyway, so Langbi, before we come to a close.
End of the show.
Yeah. So mouse, the difference between mouse and mice, right?
Yeah.
Mouse is 1. One
mice.
1 okra. 1 what's the guy name? What's the guy name?
1 kwakwe.
Kwakwe. 1 kwakwe.
And 2 kwakwes.
2 kwakwes is mice.
Which is 2 kwakwes.
Yes, it's mice. 3 is mice. 4 mice. 5 mice. 100 mice. 1,000 mice. 1 billion mice. So mice is the plural for mouse.
Because when you are talking something, you go and meet the masses.
You listen. Next week you tell me that he has forgotten. I said 1 is mouse.
Mouse, yeah.
But when it's more than 1,
it's masses. Oh, it's mass. Wait. Let's go in there again. I beg your pardon.
Go where?
The mass system.
You said 1. You know what? Let's shout out.
You said 1.
1 is mouse.
Thank you.
2 or more.
Yeah.
Mice.
A mice. Like we go to the mice and dig the mice.
That is mines.
100 is mice.
Mines.
That's what the 100 is mice.
100 is mice.
2 billion is what?
Mice.
30 billion.
Mice.
Hey, they say mice. That's a mice. You got RBJ mice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot can. We want to say a big thank you to every single one of you who tuned in today. Sarah Manful Inside Winneba, shouts going out to you. Thank you so much. Adole in Awushi, said Davido in Pesco, Na in UK. Greetings going out to you. Yeah, this one is not 9 though. So this is 9 in UK. Yeah. Ni from Mamprobi tuned in as well. Oh my goodness, then that was just a lot. Ajima Joseph in Community 9 in Tema also tuned in. Wow. Ni Tojo from Tema Newtown tuned in as well. Thank you so much, Ni. Kofi, I'm traveling from Prague to Berlin, and Langabel just made me burst into laughter. Those sitting around me in the bus are just staring at me. Kweku on the way from Prague to Berlin. It's also tuned in as well. Thank you so much, my brother. Also, this one says, hello, it's always a delightful experience listening to you guys. Langabel never ceases to whet our appetite with his hilarious words. In fact, he's always up to something. It's from Ablan Rose at Cape St. Paul Lighthouse in the Volta region. Langbi, we really got to go, but before that, the much awaited Street Art Carnival of the year is here again. Chalote Street Art Festival 2024. The theme for this year is an end to the Empire of Horror. So come and experience a display of varied artistic representations of African culture, history, storytelling, dance, and music from Monday, 19th of August to the Sunday, the 25th of August. Media partners are Joy Prime, Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy Entertainment, My Joy Online, Adum FM, Adum TV, and all multimedia affiliates across the country and beyond. Chalote Street Art Festival 2024 is powered by Joy Entertainment. Also, this August, pack your bags for an 11-day Arabian adventure with Adansi Travels for just $1,750 from the 17th of August. Enjoy the best of what Dubai has to offer, from its breathtaking cityscapes to thrilling desert adventures. And then on the 19th of August, witness the epic live concert by Ifiekuma hitmaker Kofi Kinata right in the heart of the Dubai desert. It promises to be nothing short of fun, excitement, and unforgettable memories. Seats are filling fast, so hurry. Call Adansi Travels now on 053 100 8550 or 059 5500 817 to book your spot. You can also visit www.adansitravels.com for more information. Adansi at 11, what's your vibe? Happy birthday to my brother and business partner, Isaac Dodu. God bless you so much. Happy birthday, Isaac. It's coming from CEO of Invictus Ghana, Nana. Happy birthday going out to you, Isaac. It's coming from CEO of Invictus, Nana. Yeah, happy birthday going out to you. Also, just 1 minute, Langbi. Sorry. Glorious birthday to Professor Elvis Asaribediakon. Professor Elvis Asaribediakon, Vice Chancellor of the University of Energy and Natural Resources, UENR in Sunyani, right here in Ghana. Happy birthday going out to you. Mr. EC says that 3 Mices greetings to you and my man Langabel.
Thank you. Thank you,
Angbi,
yeah.
We're out of here.
Yeah. Kofi?
Yes, sir.
The only thing out tomorrow, I beg everybody to come to Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay.
It was a Gamanche cup, Besemanche cup between us and Art of Lions.
Okay.
This match is to be courageous. I want everybody to come. Then another one, which is last Tuesday coming, National Insurance Commissioner donating blood for all the 60 regions in this country.
Okay.
Everybody have to go and donate blood for our mother Ghana.
All right. Thank you.
Says greeting you.
Sure. Thank you very much, Efo Mali. Thank you very much, Langabel, for coming through. And to every single one of you, Adele Geetha, Chris Inside CBS Incorporated in Dodoa, and everyone that texted us. Those of you who
Super Hits Radio.